Hey, how's it going, everyone? Well, some little updates. Okay, well, you see I got rid of all the plumbing. Used to come this way, go around, go into the intercooler and all that. I'll get to all that. Was taking it for a ride. Car started acting up. It wouldn't start, then it wouldn't start. If I disconnected my fuel pump, the fuse, it would start up, it would run, burn off that raw fuel, hook the fuel pump back up, it would do the same thing. It would want to start, but then it would just, basically it was flooding out. And so what I ended up doing, my son ended up coming by me. I was in a Walgreens parking lot. And we took a run over here to the garage. And this is what worked. I'm not saying fitech, I'm just saying. Okay, I came here, I grabbed a mechanical pump, some stuff, the carburetor. This is a 1972 carburetor. What I ended up doing is this here line, the feed, I ended up taking it, and what I did is I used my return to feed it. I just cobbled it all together, that and then the actual feed here, here, the actual feed, all I did is I just looped it and just to plug it off, put it back, going right back to a regulator, which is not working anyways because I disconnected the fuel pump, but I just didn't want raw fuel spilling out. Took all of it off, took everything off, disconnected the supercharger, just disconnected the belt and everything, took everything out, got the car to prime up and everything, started up, got it home. Okay, now, yeah, I should have looked into the fault codes, and I probably would have been able to fix it on the parking lot, in the parking lot. But I just wanted to get it home. It was getting late and all that, and you don't want to be leaving the car out. So got it running, and I made it back to the garage. It was actually running pretty good, and I didn't even do any dialing on the carburetor or nothing. I just got it so it'll run. I could get it home. And it was probably a little rich, but I can live with that to get it home. All right, so like I said, I took it, and I have an extra one right here. I have an extra unit. Now there's something, the unit, this unit, the ears are cracked. One of the, two of the ears, I think it was, cracked off it due to those spacers. They got, I don't know, I don't remember who makes them, but it's got the spacer with the metal, aluminum, and then the red insert. Those things are not, they're not level, and that ended up with cracking it. But no big deal. I'll live with that. I got a good parts one here now. The injectors are different. You know what? I put the injectors. These injectors are a little bit skinnier. They're the same rate, but they're a little bit skinnier. That's a that one over there is the 600 power adder. This is the 1200. These injectors are just a little bit skinnier, and on the top where the screen is, it's a little bit different, but it's not leaking or nothing like that. And once I changed that, it was fine. But now I'm noticing, because now it's in my mind, I'll check the fault codes, and it's now it's reading all of it. It's running fine, but it shows all the injectors all the way through, 1 to 8. Saying that there's a fault code on 1 to 8 injectors. So, but I mean, it runs fine. It's running fine. It's not dumping fuel. It starts right. It starts normal, and everything. So, I'm just wondering if there's something pinched up in here when I took it off. I took everything off, and if something got pinched up in here, So I'm gonna take it back off and check and see. That's one thing. And like I said, I think I'm just gonna leave this like this, because it seems I took the intercooler out and the car runs a good 12, maybe 15 degrees cooler, because it's not blocking the radiator. I mean, that intercooler right there, you know, it was blocking the radiator. You know, a good portion of it was blocking the radiator. You know, maybe half of the radiator. So it was making the car run hot. Like this, it's been doing fine. And the next thing I wanted to show you was, I took it for a ride today. I get to the garage, get back here, and normally I'll open up the hood so the car cools off a little faster and stuff like that. And I noticed a smell, and I see a little bit of smoke coming from right around in this area. So instantly I'm thinking about buying my starter. So I'm looking down at my starter and everything, and well, I had to hurry up and run, disconnect my batteries, and then start looking into it and see what the problem was. Here it is. These are the DUIs, and what happened was this one must have slid down, because this one just covers just the ignition wire, and then the other one for the main starter wires right here. I didn't get it out of there yet. I got to get it out of there and obviously replace them. And this one went around the starter. And yes, it was all zip tied. Here's all the zip ties and everything, you know, to get it all out and everything. What I think, like I said, what happened was this slid down, and the crimp on the main starter wire is where it touched. This right here was touching, and then with this just, you know, being around, and probably, yeah, it was probably touching the body somewhere or whatever. And because I was using it to protect the wires from heat. Had it out of the way as much. It wasn't on the header or nothing like that. Nothing touched the header. So my thought is two things. Either I find these without this aluminum on there, because I mean, this aluminum will peel off. As you see right there, there's a bunch of it right here. It peels off. So thought is either find it without the aluminum, or I have to think about this. I mean, if I wrap it backwards, I mean, I'll buy more. Actually, I got more. I got a bunch more. If I wrap it this way, then it's not, if this was to touch something, or let's say this was to slide down and touch the positive again, which I'm going to obviously try to prevent that from happening. But if it was to happen, just over time it slid down, this is cloth. This is okay. It's a, you know, it's the cloth material. So then it wouldn't almost catch on fire, you know, or catch on fire a little bit. There's nothing major, luckily. Didn't burn no wires or nothing. So that's good. Other than that, everything seems to be doing okay. As you know, I put a 400 back inside. Over there's a 700. The Monster 700. Yep. But anyhow, everything else is doing good. You know, I have no problems with anything else. Like I said, overheating or running hot, and I mean on the verge of overheating. Oh, when I did do that to get me home, I did have to, for my fans, because my fans were controlled by the fitech, and obviously there was no fitech no more. What I did is I just jumped my relays. I ended up just having to jump the relays, both of them individually, just so they would run constantly, and then just to get it home. like I said, so it wouldn't run hot. Uh, I actually did forget to do that when I got the car started. I was driving and like, man, the temperature's going up. I'm trying to keep an eye on the temperature, and I'm paying attention. And I'm like, then I thought about it. I'm like, gosh, you know, the fans ain't coming on. Was able to dip into a gas station a couple blocks later and went in there and jumped the relays, and everything was fine to get home. But I mean, it got me to the point to where, I mean, before I thought about looking at the fault codes, and now this fault code, but all the injectors. I'll be honest. I thought about the blow-through carb. I gotta be honest. You know. I mean, that thing did not let me down. That thing is from 1972, and it's never been rebuilt. And it did perfectly great and got me home. So, but other than that, guys, there's just a quick little update on everything. You know, you see, like I said, there's some of the plumbing. That's some more over there. When it happened, my son came. Like I said, we took that whole tote because that's all the fitech stuff, and this tote because it's underneath it now. But that's got all my AN fittings and hoses and whatnot in there, and that's got some miscellaneous stuff. You know, that we brought that one too. But luckily, I had all the stuff, all the fuel pump and everything like that, mechanical pump and everything, so I didn't have to go buy a clickety-clack or anything like that. And what else was there? Like I said, I put the 400 in there. It's okay. You know, I mean, I really honestly, I can't be beaten on it because it ain't got a whole lot of life left in it. I mean, it shifts okay. You know, it's a light shift, but it shifts. And I can get going down the road and it's okay, no problem. I do plan on getting different trains anyways, but I got this one at a pretty good deal. Long story short, I figured if I got to do a core, I'm not losing anything here. But other than that, guys, that's it. I will be taking, well, I'm going to take my green one and this one. I love this car. This car is so beautiful. It drives so nice. I'll be taking that one to a car show in September, late September. It's called an orphan show. They call it orphan show. It's in, what is that? Lockport, Illinois. I think it's like September 20th. I'll probably be taking the green one. Kind of want to take this one, the burgundy one, but I took the green one last time I took the green one. It actually got featured in Journey with Oldsmobile magazine. Let's see. Beautiful American flag blanket. Awesome. Let's see if I can find this, guys. I know I wasn't expecting to be doing this right now. I know it's right here, right? Yeah, this is gonna be tough to do with one hand. Actually, I got another one of these magazines put away. I just keep this one with the car. It was a page, it was in the 20s, I think. It's not a big article or nothing like that. It's just they just took a picture of it. Long story short, the guy that runs the Oldsmobile Valley, what is it called? Oh boy, I can't think of it. Oldsmobile Valley chapter club thing. he took the picture. I think his name. Oldsmobile Valley. I'm sorry here, guys. I'm trying to find out now where it's at. I thought it was in the 20s. There it is, right there. There. That's my green one. Yeah, that's cool. I just thought that was so cool. But he had let me know that it was in there, and I didn't even know it was in there for like 4 months maybe or something like that. And he messaged me and told me that it was in there. So of course I had to get the magazine. I got 2 of them. Okay, but I'm getting off key here. So anyways, guys, back to this. Yeah, and keeping an eye on my temps now again, and yeah, they are a lot better. I still like to get them down a little bit more, and I'm thinking about the cold case radiators. I've been seeing a lot of good things. I've been looking at reviews and all that on them, and watching some videos on them, and I like the way they look and everything. So I'm thinking about getting a cold case radiator. Now, if this doesn't seem to give me a couple more degrees, you know, I need to get it down a little bit more. I like to have the temperature down a little more, and those things are pretty good. I mean, from what I see, a lot of people are saying just that alone is dropping good temperature. So, other than that, guys, okay, I guess that was just a quick update what's going on, and this car needs to be washed and buffed and everything, but it is what it is. That's it, guys. I appreciate you guys watching the video and everything, and get out there and enjoy your cars, man. You got to enjoy them. All right, have a good one, everybody.